Alright, so let's talk about the count subarray with the scores less than k. So you're given the array of integer, right? And also the k. So given the position integer array nums and the integer k, so you have to return the number of num empty subarray of nums whose score is actually strictly less than k, right? So this question is supposed to be tricky. So how do you actually do it? For what I did is I'm using a sliding window. So I'm going to just say 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, and then I'm going to have a 2 pointer. So one for I, the other one for j, right? And then I'm going to just say for the current sum, because what you have to do is what define. So you want to so the score is defined as the product of the sum and the length, right? So for right now, for one integer, right, it should be what the length of one. The length of one for sliding window, is supposed to be j minus I, and then plus one, right? So this is the length of the sliding window. So you have to making sure you know the length of the sliding window. So I can know my length. So I just basically just calculate my sum, right? So 2. So 2. So what I should do is what? So sum. So it's currently what 2. So because I plus the j. So since 2 is actually within the k. So I can add my count, right? I can add my count. So I will have another variable. So I'm going to call what result 1, right? And then I'm going back through the sum. So I move my j. So I move my j to here. So now the length should be 2, right? So j equal to 1, and 1 minus 0 should be 1. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So 2 is the length. And the current sum should be what? 2 plus 1, 3, right? And then 3 multiply the length should 3 multiplied by 2 should be 6. 6 is still within the k. So I just have to keep adding. So the combination between 1 and then 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay. So for this combination, 2 is one of the combination. 2, 1 is one combination. So the total should be 2, right? So I just have to add the length of the sliding window, so I know how many combinations it has, right? So I don't have to just calculate one by itself, because I know 2 is already counted, right? So I don't have to recount again. So for the first 2, it should be for the first one, for the result, it should be 2, right? And then the second time when you keep adding, should be this combination 1 and 1 and 2, right? So 2 and 1 doesn't matter. Alright, now you move on your j, right? You move on your j to what? To 4. So this is j, right? So basically you just have to keep checking the sum. So 2 for right now is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7, right? So 7 multiply the length. The length should be what? 2 minus 0, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So 7 times 3 is definitely 21, and then which is over k equal to 10. So you want to move your I pointer. When you move your I pointer, you need to subtract the sum, right? So I need to move my I by 1. So 7 minus 1 should be 6, right? And again, 6 multiply the length should be 2. 6 multiply 2 equal to 12. Still greater than 10. So you move your I again to here, right? So again, this should be what? Divided by okay, it should be 5. What happened to my brain? So 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 4, 7. 7 minus 2, right? And minus 2 is 5. And now you minus 1 is 4, right? So now we know the current sum is 4, and then the length should be 1, right? 4 times 1 is actually 4, right? Within the 10, so you can keep adding. So the next combination is only 4, so you plus 1. Right. So now this is, and then you can keep doing this, right? So let's just start coding. So I need a two pointer. So I'm using a while loop. J equal to 0, J, and then I move my J to the end of the array. So I need a total sum, right? So I mean current sum, right? And I also need a result. So the reason why I use long this is because the function needs to return long and also the integer is really big, right? I mean the boundaries. So I'll have to say the current sum plus equal nonset j no matter what, right? And then the result is going to be plus equal j minus I plus 1. Alright, so this is when you check the sum. When you check the sum is greater equal than k, right? So I'm going to just move this over here, right? So come on, right? So I will say current sum multiply the j minus I plus 1. If this is greater equal to k, I'm going to just say current sum minus equal the nonset I, right? So again, like you have to know this is in a while loop. If you subtract the I, you need to move the I pointer, so you have to plus plus every single time. And then this is going to be pretty much it. J will automatically increment, right? And then let's return result. So let me run it. And yes, here we go. So let's talk about the time and space. This is for the space, constant. This is for the time, all of n, right? N represent the length of the nums, right? And this is like sliding window, right? You are not actually like traversing the loop twice. So it's still in one for loop, right? And then this will be the solution, and I will talk to you later. Bye.